New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. First and foremost, we've got the new Terminal World. New Terminal World is going to have the X-Sabers and the Tellarknight Constellar, along with two other existing themes from the dual terminal. I'm locking in now. It's going to be X-Sabers a third time and Shadowll. I don't know. A lot of people have been saying they want Cleafort. I don't know why you would want Cleafort, but sure, whatever. What's the worst thing it could be? Gusto? Gusto is probably it. Despia? Not a Terminal World archetype. Vylon. Let's go. All right. Dude cards. Keep the plate spinning with Miss Okiku's Disarithmetic. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can place dish counters on this card equal to the chain link number of this effect. Apply these effects based on the number of dish counters on this card. 9 or less, your opponent can't target this card with card effects, and it can't be destroyed by your opponent card effects. 10 or more, send this card to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard by its own effect, mill 10. Okay. There's maybe a way you can make this funny, but I don't think it's particularly good. It's like, yeah, it takes a lot of setup to get to 10, but of course you could just Needlebug Nest for 5. This would go crazy in tier format. You know, it actually would. It actually would. This thing goes nutty with Royal Rhino with Deceitful Dice. Someday they're going to print enough cards that just automatically add themselves to a chain link that the Chain Strike deck will actually be good. Not using Chain Strike, but the suite of chain link cards from Cyberdark Impact, like what's the one that draws you a card when a chain link of 3 or more resolves? Iris the Earth Mother or something? I love those cards. All right, next up. It's the end of your Teeth's days with Apocaries. Okay, so this appears to be the episode in every 90s cartoon where they shrink down and go fix something wrong in someone's body. You may only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, place C counters, C, on this card equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. You can target a face-up card your opponent controls and remove up to 4 counters from your field. Apply this effect to that monster based on the number removed. Monsters only. 1, it loses 500. 2, change its attack to 0. 3, negate its effects. 4, destroy it. Okay. So, like, in the best case scenario, you maybe get a couple of activations out of this. This is really cool for Cube. This is great for Sealed. Super cool for Cube. Succumb to Black Magic with Miasma Necromancer. 2, link 2, Dark Spellcaster link effect. Materials, 2 monsters, including a Dark Spellcaster. That's the Bellstar. Look at that beautiful picture. If this card is link summoned, you can add a level 5 or higher Dark Spellcaster from your graveyard to your hand. You can't activate effects of cards with its name for the rest of the turn. You can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon a spellcaster. That is really good. Wow. There's some situations where you can make this happen. Yeah, like let me walk you through it. So you go Bellstar, you set OSS, you perform your normal, you make Miasma Necromancer, and then you can send the OSS, shuffle back the normal, which is probably a level 1 snake, and then you get Poplar. That's crazy, right? This is a game changer in Dark Magician, I've heard. Is it? You can add Illusion back. I don't know, maybe. This is good in TikTok format, I guess. Consume everything with Ceres Booth, Limargia of the Ebon Irons. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. Gains 700 for each material attached to it. Once per chain, when a normal or quick play spell is activated, attach that card on the field to this face-up card, and if you do, this card is unaffected by the activated effect. During the end phase, you can set a spell attached to this card. This is cool as fuck. This card is really interesting. So, like, it resists a Raigeki by taking it, and then during the end phase, you can just give yourself the Raigeki. Unfortunately, I don't think it's, like, good. It is interesting. Maybe there's an argument that, like, you could play this in Kashtira or something. I'm trying to think of the people who make level 7s, but I don't know. Not once per turn. That's fine. I guess it's really annoying to play against if you're, like, on Striker or something. It's the fuck you Striker guy. What if my guy was the fuck you Striker guy? Shame it can't get field spells. Yeah, the reason that it boxes out normal or quick play is if it grabbed continuous or field spells, it would actually be good. Become a cute girl with Tao Tao the Chanter. I mean, if you insist. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. It's illusion. If you take battle or effect damage, special summon a level 3 or higher illusion from your hand or graveyard. Or if you took 2,000 or more damage, you can special summon it from the deck or extra deck instead. Oh, this card is really interesting. This is a card... This is a card that can make something happen. I will say, I guess maybe there's a way you can do 2,000 yourself to make it work. Nothing really burns self for 2k. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking immediately. Because that's a very powerful effect. You could make a synchro, too. First main deck illusion tuner. Sexy, sexy. Kozaki Rocket burns for 2,400, right? Let me search Kozaki Rocket. I've never heard of this card. Kozaki Rocket. Kozaki Robot. I can't read shit. No, I'm pretty sure this does. Oh, Giant Kozaki. Is that what you meant? Giant Kozaki? No, this inflicts damage. Wait, does that work? If you take effect damage. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, so all you have to do is normal summon Giant Kozaki while this card is already on field. And then you can summon any guy. That sounds terrible, actually. All right, next up. 3 heads are better than 2. With Tri-Headed Behemoth. Okay, so this is the sister of Twin-Headed Behemoth. I love the art. It really looks like old Yu-Gi-Oh! You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn, second effect once per duel. If a face-up card you control is destroyed by card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normally special summoned during the end phases of this turn, special summon a wind monster from your grave, but its attack and defense become 1,000. Bad. Not good. The wheel turns for Chakravartin Sphinx. Are you the one that turns the wheel? We all turn the wheel. But yes, I am the one who decides in what direction it turns. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If the battle position of a card is monster is changed, you can banish a spell from your graveyard, special summon this card from your graveyard, who was there when the position changed, or hand, even if not. That's interesting. During your main phase, you can set a Book of Taiyu and or a Book of Moon. And once per turn, if the battle position of another monster is changed, you can target a card on the field, return it to the hand. This card is awesome. What the fuck? This card is baller as fuck. Dog, this is so cool. I'm thinking about it in Pac-Man. I'm thinking about it in Mimighoul. I'm thinking about it in that flip control deck that Second Slash, I think, brought to a dual taining one time. Mm-mm-mm. I'm thinking about it in Ninja. I'm thinking about it in Tin Dangle. I'm thinking about it in Empty Jar. Empty Jar. Cool card. Really cool card. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to be playing with this. I think realistically, I'm just going to be playing it in Empty Jar and losing. I'm thinking about this shit in decks that don't exist. That's true. Kick things up with Varafar, the kick deity. So this guy got banned off Twitch, so he had to move streaming services. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field that targets a monster you control, or when your monster is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, then reveal a card in hand to the opponent. Apply this effect to the opponent's monster based on the type of card revealed. Monster, change it to defense. Spell, its attack becomes doubled. Trap, banish it. So you really don't want to reveal a spell? You just want to reveal a trap or a monster? It's cool that they were like, Ordeal of a Traveler is fun. Let's just do it again. But you get to pick the reveal. I don't know, maybe. Again, all these cards are really fun in Cube. Like, I feel like they are just going to have to release an official Cube product or a guide for cubing because they keep releasing all these cool cards for Cube in a game that doesn't have Cube. Okay, this is the most important one, is the Yu-Gi-Oh! X Nike collab. First up, we have Trap of the Poisonous Scorpion. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy that monster, then inflict 300 damage to your opponent. This is a reference to the Shadow game from Chapter 8, in which Yugi and the owner of the Junkie Scorpion fought to claim coins while avoiding a scorpion. The owner ultimately cheated and was shadow gamed. And Winds of Victory. The equipped monster gains 300 attack and becomes wind. All I gotta say is, okay. I do appreciate that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is trying to be like a hype beast brand. They're like, hell yeah, dog. We're collabing with Hypeland. We're collabing with Nike. It's epic. And finally, the one card that actually matters, turn on those that betrayed you with new Dogmatica support. So here's the two new ones. Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis the Thunderous. This is Fleur-de-Lis after she escapes from... Wait, what the fuck is going on with Fleur-de-Lis in this picture? Wait! Those chains. Is Fleur-de-Lis Bestial Magnemut? No, right? There's no way. There's no way. No. It's just similar. There's no way. This is Fleur after she escapes Dogmatica when it was corrupted by the Despia, but before she got healed by the Sword Soul, I think. Okay. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. During the main phase, if a monster was special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, special this card from your hand. If special summoned from the hand, you can set a Dogmatica trap from your deck. It can be activated this turn while your opponent controls a Fusion, Synchro Xyz, or Link monster with 2,500 or more attack. Cool card. So this is a hand trap. It's a hand trap that sets Dogmatica Punishment turn 0. That's nice. And then we have Quadragma Beast. Quadogmatica Beast, Holy Beast of Heresy. Target a monster in your graveyard or banishment. You can't special from the extra deck until the end of your next turn after this card resolves. Send a Dogmatica from your deck or a monster from your extra deck with equal or higher attack to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster. Huh. That card's cool. Wow, this is a nice card. I like this a lot. Unfortunately, I think the best set is Dogmatica Punishment, which cuts you off the extra deck, which really decreases the amount of places that you can actually play this thing. But I'm thinking of like terrible ass decks like Kashtira, Regenesis, True Draco, Monarch, that type of shit. Labyrinth. Oh god, it's quite good in Labyrinth, isn't it? You can set Dogmatic Calamity for rituals. I mean, yeah, but rituals is less of a deck than any of those. Cuts you off of Impulse in Lab. Yeah, that's probably a good enough reason not to do it. Maybe you lead with it and then you Impulse afterwards. Just what Cash needs. Putting a body on their own board turn 0. Okay, you got me. She's also a 25 for Regenesis reasons. Oh. Thus concludes New Cards PogChamp.